Have you ever felt raw, exposed, and judged after sharing too much of yourself? Maybe you trusted the wrong person, opened up about your fears, or revealed your big plans too early, only to be met with doubt, criticism, or even betrayal. It hurts. It can make you question whether you should ever let people see what's really going on inside. In a world that rewards oversharing, staying private can feel like swimming against the tide. Yet, this is where ancient Buddhist wisdom comes in. Your true strength doesn't come from the approval of others, it comes from protecting your inner space. The more you guard what's personal, the more power and peace you keep for yourself. Today, OM Wisdom will share with you 10 essential principles inspired by Buddhist teachings, guiding you to safeguard your inner world, maintain your emotional balance, and protect your inner power from the chaos around you. Let's dive right in. 1. Transform your weaknesses into inner strength. Shield them from harm. Everyone has vulnerabilities, insecurities, fears, and personal struggles that feel like soft spots in your armor. But in Buddhist teachings, these weaknesses aren't stains on your character. They're stepping stones to growth and wisdom. The key is to protect them from those who wouldn't understand or respect your journey. Imagine this. You get nervous speaking in front of others. Your voice trembles, and your mind blanks when too many eyes are on you. This isn't a permanent flaw. It's simply a challenge you can overcome with practice. But if you openly share this insecurity with someone who lacks empathy, they might belittle you, spread hurtful gossip, or use your fear to undermine you at work. Instead, keep this vulnerability close to your heart. Practice privately, record yourself to gain confidence, or confide in a trusted friend who truly wants you to succeed. Over time, your shaky voice can become steady and assured. By guarding your insecurities, you ensure they remain yours to improve, free from ridicule, pressure, or sabotage. In silence and protection, you allow your weaknesses to evolve into powerful strengths that no one can take from you. 2. Be selective with your trust. Not everyone deserves to know your story. Trust is precious. It's not just words. It's like handing someone a fragile vase full of your hopes, fears, and secrets. If you place this vase in the wrong hands, it could slip, shatter, and leave you hurt and disillusioned. That's why it's important to be mindful of whom you let into your inner circle. Imagine a coworker who always smiles and seems genuinely interested in your life. You think, maybe I can trust them, and you open up about a difficult time you're facing at home. But what if this person, instead of offering genuine support, casually mentions your private struggles in front of others, turning your pain into office gossip or using it as a subtle advantage against you? By choosing carefully who you confide in, you avoid this heartbreak. Observe people's actions over time. Notice how they treat others' secrets. Do they show empathy, respect, and discretion, or are they constantly whispering behind someone's back? True friends and allies prove themselves slowly. Make them earn your trust rather than giving it away freely. This simple act of caution can protect you from betrayal, disappointment, and unnecessary emotional wounds. 3. Protect your private life. Your personal space is sacred. In a world that applauds oversharing, choosing privacy can feel like swimming against the tide. But consider your inner life, a quiet garden where your goals, relationships, and true feelings grow. Opening the gate to just anyone risks trampling the flowers you've carefully nurtured. Picture telling an acquaintance all the details of your new business idea. Before you know it, they've shared it widely, misunderstood your intentions, or added unwanted opinions that make you second-guess yourself. Now, something that was once a source of excitement and motivation is tangled in doubt and noise. By keeping your personal life guarded, you maintain control over your own story. You decide who sees the garden and when. This isn't about hiding who you are. It's about protecting your dreams and inner peace from outside judgment, confusion, or negativity. In silence and discretion, you create a safe haven where your most cherished parts can bloom undisturbed. 4. Watch your emotional reactions. Don't hand others the key to your feelings. Emotions are natural, human, and deeply personal. But when we let them spill out unchecked, we hand others a roadmap to our vulnerabilities. Imagine a tense meeting at work. Someone criticizes your idea unfairly, and you feel your face flush with anger. If you lash out, you confirm their power to rattle you, putting your pride and composure in their hands. Instead, think of your feelings like stormy clouds passing through a clear sky. Notice them, acknowledge them, but don't let them blow you off course. Take a moment, breathe, calmly respond with a measured tone. This doesn't mean repressing your emotions, it means understanding them and guiding your reactions wisely. By maintaining control over how you respond, you show strength and self-respect. Your steadiness signals to others that you can't be easily manipulated, and it preserves your inner calm. In this quiet restraint, you protect your emotional health and stay true to the balanced, mindful self you're building. 5. Keep your plans under wraps. Don't let others steal your spark. Your dreams and goals are like fragile seedlings. In their early stages, they're delicate, full of potential, but not yet sturdy enough to withstand harsh winds of criticism or careless handling. When you share your plans too soon, you expose them to conditions that might stunt their growth. Even well-meaning friends or family may ask skeptical questions or point out potential problems before you've had a chance to strengthen your own resolve. Imagine you've decided to start a small online business. You're excited. This is something you've thought about for months, maybe even years. If you rush to tell everyone about it, you might encounter immediate doubts. Isn't that market oversaturated? Or can you really compete with established brands? While some of these concerns might be worth considering, hearing them too early can shake your confidence, making you question yourself before you've even begun. Instead, give your plans the quiet space they need to grow roots. Research your market, work on a simple prototype, or develop a modest strategy without announcing it to the world. By protecting your ideas while they're still taking shape, you allow them to gain strength and resilience. Later, once you've built a solid foundation and feel more certain, you can choose whom to trust with your vision. At that point, feedback might help refine your idea rather than crush it. In this measured silence, you preserve your spark of enthusiasm, letting it burn brighter as your plans become reality. 6. Stay vigilant. Practice awareness, not paranoia. Life is full of people and situations that may or may not have your best interests at heart. Staying vigilant doesn't mean you have to live behind emotional walls or suspect everyone of ill intent. Instead, think of vigilance as a gentle state of mindfulness, knowing where you stand, recognizing patterns, and acting accordingly to protect your well-being. Consider a friendship that suddenly feels one-sided. You notice this person only reaches out when they need a favor or when they're bored. There's never a genuine inquiry into your life, your feelings, or your challenges. At first, you might dismiss it as coincidence or give them the benefit of the doubt. But over time, you see the pattern clearly. They're taking more than they're giving, leaving you drained and unfulfilled. In moments like these, being vigilant means you don't just brush aside your observations. You acknowledge them, accept that this dynamic might not be healthy, and choose how to respond. Maybe you set firmer boundaries, respond less frequently, avoid sharing anything deeply personal, or gently decline their requests when they feel exploitative. You do this not because you're fearful or bitter, but because you recognize the need to protect your emotional energy and peace of mind. Vigilance is about balance. You don't have to be suspicious of every friendly face or assume the worst in others. Instead, you remain open-hearted yet grounded, receptive yet cautious, learning from your experiences. By doing so, you create a steady inner compass that guides you toward healthier connections and safer environments. This quiet, confident awareness ensures that you can move through the world with a calm mind, firmly rooted in self-respect and inner security. 7. Use silence as your shield. Choose your words or lack of words wisely. Silence isn't just the absence of noise. It's a powerful tool that allows you to observe, reflect, and remain in control. In a world where everyone rushes to fill the quiet, learning to embrace silence can be a sign of strength rather than weakness. By not immediately reacting, not always defending yourself, or not constantly explaining your thoughts, you preserve your inner calm and stay unpredictable to those who might seek to manipulate you. Imagine someone is trying to provoke you at work, perhaps a colleague who consistently makes snide remarks about your performance, your approach, or your ideas. If you jump to respond every time, defending yourself in the heat of the moment, you reveal exactly which buttons they can press to unsettle you. Over time, they learn your emotional map and how to control the narrative. But what if, instead, you pause? Instead of hurling back a sharp comment or a long explanation, you hold back. You take a slow breath, acknowledge your feelings, and let the silence settle. In that quiet moment, you're sending a message. You cannot be easily rattled, and you choose when and how to speak. Silence allows you to take the upper hand, not through aggression, but through composed restraint. When you do speak, your words carry more weight because they are not scattered, but deliberate and thoughtful. Over time, others will recognize this quality and become more careful about how they approach you. Silence also creates a space for deeper listening. Without rushing to fill every gap, you hear more. You notice subtleties in tone, small clues in body language, and unspoken tensions in the air. This heightened awareness helps you respond more effectively when you do decide to talk. In silence, you protect your emotional balance, maintain a sense of mystery, and ensure that no one can easily predict or exploit your reactions. 8. Practice humility with your success. Don't invite unnecessary scrutiny. When something great happens, maybe you land a big promotion, hit a personal milestone, or score a significant life goal, it's natural to feel proud and want to share the news. However, while modest celebration can be uplifting, flaunting your achievements too broadly can attract unwanted attention. People who see your success might become envious, question your worthiness, or try to tear down what you've worked hard to build. Consider that you've just been offered your dream job. You're overjoyed and eager to tell everyone. But before you post it all over social media and boast to your colleagues, think about the possible ripple effects. Some people might genuinely celebrate with you, but others might feel resentment or doubt. Their negative energy, even if subtle, could weigh on your spirit, making you second-guess yourself. They might share cynical comments, create rumors, or attempt to undermine your accomplishments. By keeping your victories more low-key, you create a protected space around your achievements. That doesn't mean you can't feel proud of yourself. It means enjoying your success without demanding applause from the world. Talk about it with a trusted friend who truly appreciates your efforts. Treat yourself to a quiet reward or reflect privately on how far you've come. In this gentler approach, you preserve the purity of your success. It remains fueled by your own dedication, skill, and perseverance, rather than tainted by others' judgments or opinions. Humility in the face of achievement also keeps you focused on the real goal, continuous growth and learning. When you don't tie your self-worth to outside praise, you remain grounded, motivated, and open to constructive feedback. Over time, you build inner resilience, knowing that your success is a personal milestone rather than a public spectacle. In this humble approach, you maintain control over your narrative, protect your peace, and cultivate a quiet confidence that no one can easily chip away. 9. Protect your reputation. Words can shape your legacy forever. Your reputation is like a delicate tapestry woven from your words, actions, and the impressions others form about you over time. It takes patience and consistency to create something strong and beautiful, yet it can unravel shockingly fast if you're not careful with what you share and how you behave. In the realm of Buddhist teachings, your reputation isn't just about what others think of you, it's also about whether your words and deeds reflect your true values. Imagine you've established yourself as someone reliable and considerate at work, a person who delivers on promises, supports colleagues, and remains honest even when it's inconvenient. This positive image might have taken months or even years to build. Then, during a stressful team meeting, you snap and hurl out a sarcastic remark, just once. In that moment, you risk planting a seed of doubt in people's minds. It might not erase your entire history of good deeds, but it can certainly crack the solid image you worked so hard to form. Being mindful of what you say and to whom you say it helps maintain the integrity of your reputation. Idle gossip, oversharing personal details, or making careless jokes can all chip away at the respect others have for you. With each conversation, ask yourself, is this true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? By following these guidelines, you create a safer space for your words, ensuring your reputation remains a strong asset rather than a liability. A well-guarded reputation can support you in tough times. When misunderstandings arise, people are more inclined to give you the benefit of the doubt if you've consistently shown good character. Protecting your reputation by speaking thoughtfully and acting ethically isn't about putting on a facade. It's about ensuring that who you are inside and who you present to the world remain in harmony. Over time, this alignment builds trust, understanding, and a sense of calm stability that no rumor or malicious comment can easily destroy. 10. Set clear boundaries. Define the space where you can truly thrive. Boundaries are not prisons that keep you locked away. They're more like guidelines that show others and yourself how to treat you, where your comfort zones lie, and what you're willing to accept. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, drained, or taken advantage of. With them, you create a safe environment where you can nurture your well-being and maintain control over your own life. Consider a friend who constantly vents about their problems without ever asking how you are doing. You might care deeply about them, but after a certain point, their constant outpouring leaves you emotionally exhausted. Setting a boundary could mean telling them kindly but firmly that while you value their friendship, you need to talk about something positive or take a break from such heavy topics now and then. At work, it could mean defining your non-negotiable off hours and gently declining tasks that infringe upon your personal time. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're acts of self-respect. They communicate that you recognize your worth and refuse to let anyone push you beyond what's healthy for you. This clarity doesn't just benefit you, it helps others understand exactly where they stand, reducing misunderstandings and unnecessary conflict. Instead of feeling used or trapped, you'll find yourself interacting more willingly and honestly with the people who respect your space. By maintaining and adjusting boundaries as life evolves, you ensure your personal garden remains a place of growth and peace rather than chaos. Over time, those who appreciate you will respect your limits, and those who don't will drift away. This gentle, mindful approach to defining your space aligns perfectly with Buddhist principles. It fosters harmony, protects your inner balance, and gives you the freedom to be fully present, fully genuine, and fully in charge of your own destiny. Your inner world is precious. As we've explored, each of these 10 principles, safeguarding your weaknesses, choosing your confidants carefully, respecting your privacy, controlling your emotional responses, protecting your plans, staying vigilant, wielding silence wisely, showing humility in success, guarding your reputation, and setting strong boundaries, works together to create a life rooted in peace, clarity, and authentic self-respect. By applying these lessons, drawn from the calm, centered teachings of Buddhism, you can maintain control over what you share, what you protect, and ultimately, who you become. You're not hiding who you are, you're honoring it. You're giving yourself the space to grow, improve, and remain true to your path without needless interference or negativity from the outside world. If you found these insights meaningful, supportive, or inspiring, please give this post a like and follow OM Wisdom for more guidance on living mindfully. Together,